What is up, guys? Steven here, and I'm going to be bringing you an LC match today against my boy Kiyo. He told me about 2 or 3 weeks ago that he wanted to try to get into Little Cup, so I gave him a team and let him play with it on the suspect ladder, and he basically was able to figure out the tier, and once the suspect was over, he made his own team that you can see on your screen now, and he laddered all the way up to number 1 in Little Cup, which is really cool. And last night wanted to play, so yeah, this is basically the match we had. My team is basically based around Tailo plus Fletchender, or Fletchling, sorry. But Tailo, the idea of it is I have Boom Burst Tailo as opposed to a physical set, so that it can hopefully lure in stuff like opposing Chinchows and Pawniards and hit them really hard, basically weakening checks for Fletchling to come through and win the game, late game. Next I have Chinchou because it's probably the best Pokemon in the tier, or very close to, now that Misdreavus is gone. And I needed Volt Absorb, which is really nice because I have 2 birds, and it also stops other birds from sweeping through my team, which every team needs at least 1 check to it. Next, I have Mienfoo, Taunt Mienfoo. I don't have any way to remove hazards, even though I have double birds, so I wanted at least a way to try to prevent them from getting them up. And Mienfoo is really good for coming in on Pawniard, which really threatens the 2 birds, or at least can come in after it's killed something and try to revenge them. So defensive Mienfoo is really nice in this tier right now. Next I have Lead Dwebble, which is the same Dwebble as on my other teams. It's just Stealth Rock Spike counter Rock Blast. It's a really fun lead, and basically if they're going to get up hazards against my Dwebble, I'm fine with that, because that means I get another hazard, if that makes sense. Most hazard setters are slower than Dwebble, which is why it's so good. So you can normally get a rock and a spike, or even 2 spikes, because you have Sturdy. So if they take a turn to get up, their own rocks, then you're basically guaranteed a rock and 3 spikes, which is just an incredible amount of hazard support for Fletchling that really appreciates that. And last I have Abra, because I needed a revenge killer other than Fletch, because I don't have hazard support like I said. And it's just a really good mon in general. And yeah, I just kind of threw it on. So I've been talking for way too long, so let's get right into this. I'm going to lead with my Mienfoo, expecting him to lead with Spinnerack, so I could taunt him, but he leads Chinchou, and I'm fine with just knocking this off. Getting rid of its EV Light really helps me. So he Volt switches into Spinnerack, and I can just taunt this now. At this point I'm expecting a switch, so I'm going to go for U-turn, and I'm just going to go straight into Fletchling. I mean, his Chinchou's EV Light is gone, so I lose nothing by clicking Acrobatics, and fortunately I do a ton of damage. And now I go for Acro on his Bunnelby as he U-turns out, expecting a switch, and he dies to his own Life Orb, so that's nice. Now he goes into Drillbur, and the Rock Slide is definitely incoming, so I can go straight into Mienfoo. And this turn, I'm not sure if it's speed tie. I need to check my speed tiers. I tried to taunt him so he couldn't get up rocks, but that didn't work out for me. So now he Earthquakes me as I Drain Punch. I'm expecting another Earthquake. Rock Slide is way too risky for him. So I go into Tailo. I'm just going to click Boom Burst, and nothing on his team really wants to take it. So he just sacks his Spinnerack after the Sucker Punch, which does actually a good amount of damage. So now I can go into Pawniard, and I get 38% off, which is not bad at all. But at this point, I can just go into Mienfoo and click Drain Punch, because nothing really wants to switch in, and I mean, that is a Pawniard, so that's good. Now he goes into Chinchou, and he T-Waves me, and this turn I predict him to attack me. So I'm just going to go for Knockoff, because I wanted to make this play where he Volt switches, and now I U-turn as he goes into Drillbur. I go into Abra and just Energy Ball him, and at this point I just forfeit because I just wanted to rub it in a little bit that he got destroyed. But yeah, that's okay. It was a quick battle, and Kiyo really likes Little Cup, and I really like Little Cup. So it's nice having someone to battle, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.